What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Every Week We Follow. We are looking at a live reaction to the unfortunate 3-1 loss at home to Newcastle. All I'm going to say is Marco Bizzot. Marco Bizzot. Marco Bizzot. And Gary is also doing his second appearance. Oh, should we do this thing? What's this do?
Oh, mate, imagine that's got to be a TikTok video where you just come into my room. We got to edit that, mate. We could do that, surely. Wait. No, do it again. Do it again.
What? Okay.
Because now our faces are lined up.
What do you mean? They were they were lined up, mate. They were lined up on mine. They were lined up on the actual thing. Oh, it's just you can't see it because you're in mirror.
Oh, fucking yeah. But anyway, right. That I was just doing my impression of my Sky Sports thing.
yeah. For those that didn't see, Gary was on Sky Sports at quarter to 8, was it?
Going straight out the ground after before the game had finished. Actually,
it was literally like this. The whole thing was talking like this. Yeah, no, it was just it was frustrating. It's very difficult. Like it was, mate. It was so funny. I was howling. I was literally like, Gary, move back. Move back.
Yeah, Flange, I missed you. Sorry, I got there late. Traffic getting to Villa Park today was a nightmare. I met up with Chad. We had a photo, and I was only there briefly before we had to go into the game. So I'm gutted that I didn't get to bump into you, Flange. Next time, we'll be there.
Yeah. So, Gaz, tell me. Obviously, I wasn't there. So, how was the atmosphere? That's what the first question.
Yeah, for atmosphere, mate, absolutely rocking. Newcastle fans, fucking fair play, buzzing. Villa fans, absolutely brilliant tonight. I thought they were. It felt like a European night almost. Do you know what I mean? Even when we were losing, I thought the crowd really got behind the boys today, and I can't even be disappointed that we've lost, mate. I thought we played okay. No. I think first half, we were great. Morgan Rogers, right, was taking the piss out of Newcastle.
Unbelievable, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
Mate, unbelievable. Absolutely ridiculous. I tell you, who was a bit disappointed today was Dougie. Dougie, what did you think, Dougie?
Yeah, well, thing is, he got booked early on, didn't he? And he didn't need to get booked, and once he got booked early on, he couldn't. It was
a silly foul as well, and it was just and obviously the deflection for the goal as well, and then all this. But I tell you what, it was we'll get on to the goal now. It was what a lovely free kick. What a lovely little free kick. Austin McPhee, well done, mate.
Mate, this is talk about. I was like, okay, I'm going to eat my words here. Fair play. That was a thing of beauty. And actually, because I was convinced that Morgan Rogers, the way he stepped back, was going to thunder bastard it, and I was fully expecting him to shoot, and then he did what he did. Dougie just chipped it in, and Tammy finished it off. So brilliant for Tammy to get on the score sheet. But was it offside, James? Because I was obviously couldn't see.
It was a good half his body offside.
Miles offside says there.
I will tell you, the ref was horrendous.
Yeah, well, Newcastle,
mate. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a picture of it. But Luca Dean handballed the ball, so it was the one that led to their goal, right?
I remember it second half. Yeah,
mate, jumping up into miles inside the box, a good yard square inside the box, and the referee goes free kick, draws his line, and I was literally like, "What just happened?"
Didn't the lino say anything? Surely the lino can see that and tell him. I know there's no VAR, but look,
the lino was there. I was like, literally, like, how has he not seen that? He's literally jumped inside the box. It's not like he's like ran and jumped from the outside inside, and it's kind of like, oh, is he in or out? He's literally stood there in the box, jumped up. And he's given them free kick. When that happened, mate, I was literally like, we are riding one hell of a luck line right here. This is unbelievable. And then the second they scored, I was like, okay, justice is served. And now kind of like hoping we'd try and see it out for pens or something, but they were just too strong. They were too strong for 10.
Mate, they to be fair to Newcastle, second half, they moved us left to right really quickly, and we just didn't. We couldn't get across it. They were peppering us, and like you say, the referee. First half, I thought we were excellent. I thought we deserved to go 1-0 up. I know the goal was offside, but we were the better side. And then the red card obviously has ruined
I agree with this as well. I thought he was actually pretty good. first half.
Yes,
I was
Tim.
so-
Yes, Tim.
Mate,
Tim.
I was so surprised he took him off.
Mm.
I was literally like, "What's going on there?" And even Tammy, when he was getting subbed off, he looked around and he was like, "Is it me?" And he was like, "Oh, fuck it." He was like, "Ah, shit." But
Mate, what was Bissott doing? Like, it was like he gave
oh, mate, look at this.
United. What the fuck's he doing?
One, why is he doing it? Okay, there's 2 things that we're going to talk about here, right? One, the ball's gone miles, and he literally just thinks, "Fuck it, I'm going to take him out. I'm taking him out. I'm kung fu kicking the shit out his legs." Right. So first of all, he does that. It's like Mr. Miyagi, fucking what? He's gone full on, right?
Hong Kong fooed him.
So I thought potentially they would have given the red card for the intent. I thought they might have given the red card for the nature of the foul, right? And gone, look, it's dangerous play. You've literally completely taken the player out. You're nowhere near the ball. Nothing. But apparently, they came out after saying that the reason for the red card was that it was like a goal scoring opportunity. It was last man. Now, he's not. He's definitely not the last man because you've got Dougie coming across. You've got Bogard who's running towards that ball as well. I don't. So the reason I actually think it's a red card. Like I'm looking at this going, it was absolute brain shit. I don't know what he did. He literally just shat out his ears. I don't know what he was thinking.
Shat out his ears.
It was horrendous. I don't know what he was thinking, but the reason they gave was very strange. So I don't. That's a bit weird. But yeah, the refereeing in general was all over the place. But Bizarre, I don't know what he's doing there, mate. I don't know what he's doing. Because Danny Murphy, who was obviously on the comms, he was actually saying, he was like, why wouldn't you just? He said, don't foul. Like even if they score, at least you're 11 on 11.
Yeah,
like
mate, he doesn't need to do it. Like his positioning for me when I saw it was like Nottingham Forest goalkeeper when we played him at the beginning of the Jan, where he was in no man's land.
Oh no, was it? Yeah.
It faked an injury. Like, what are you doing? He didn't need to be there. Like it was he should have just backed away to his goal and made them try and score. Do you know what I mean? Like, anyway, I mean, there's a couple of things really. One, thanks for joining. There's 23 of you on here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. 24. Right.
We will get to your comments soon. Don't worry.
There's a few comments. We'll get there in a second. There was another incident in the first half as well. So also, if you're watching on TikTok, make sure you go over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button as well. We were just talking about the Villa game, so get involved in the conversation. There was an incident with Luca Dean in the first half with Murphy. Right now, where we sit, right? You know where we sit.
That was bad, mate.
He got booked, from my angle, it looked like he barely touched him. And so I thought a yellow card was the right decision. But in the comments at half time, Newcastle fans were fuming. They were saying, fucking offside goal, should have been down to 10 men. 9 men, really.
I will say, it was bad. I was actually kind of looking at it going, oh, that's quite bad. Because it was quite, I mean, I think it was a claret tinted glasses. I think it was a yellow, but it was like here. It was on his shin. He saw this massive gash on his shin as well. It was quite bad, but it was mistimed. It was just a strong challenge that was quite mistimed. So
But I thought Luca Dean was poor today. I thought he was poor. We missed Matson's pace. He wasn't his greatest game, to be fair. But like I said, I think positives for me. Ross Barkley looked very, very good. Don't know why we took him off. And I thought Tammy Abrahams had a really good game. He's so much more lively than Ollie Watkins, mate. So much more involved. And man of the match for me was Morgan Rogers from a Villa perspective. I thought he was absolutely outstanding first half.
I agree with Barkley. I actually think Barkley, when he came on against who did we just beat 1-0?
Oh, Brighton.
Yeah, sorry, thank you. Yeah, Brighton. And who's B? I was like Bournemouth, Brighton, Brentford. Which one? They're all. But no, I thought when he came on against Brighton, actually, he looked really calm and really good on the ball. So assured on the ball.
Yeah. I said that as well. Really good. Barkley's unbelievably composed on the ball, and he is. He's great under pressure. Like he's such a good player. But his work rate today, him and Morgan Rogers, they really worked hard in that first half. You know, and obviously, look, second half, the red card has destroyed us. But
Yeah,
I'm not coming away from the game feeling pissed off, mate. If I'm honest, I'm happy to let it go. I was at the start. I wasn't expecting.
I think part of it is because of the fact that, you know, before the game we were kind of like, yeah, cool. It'd be great if we get further in the FA Cup. If we get to like the quarters, which are in like April, I think, then maybe we'll take it seriously from then. But I think we were both like, if we get knocked out, it's a bunch of less fixtures, and we need to prioritise the Europa League and the Premier League. Like at the end of the day, it'd be lovely to win the FA Cup, but it's not what I want to win. On the Europa League, if we win the Europa League, I know we've got Champions League. Even if we don't get it from the league position, if you win the FA Cup, great. Yeah, no, it's a really prestigious cup, domestic cup. It's a, you know, and a lot of people haven't seen us win it for a long time. But you only get Europa League from it. The money isn't great. Like I understand the prestige, but the
stability for the club, mate, long term. Yeah,
it's not going to do. It's not going to do a huge amount.
All right, mate, let's get into the comments. Let's see what.
So I love this. Dini's handball's about 3 yards into the box. I still don't understand what they were looking at there, mate. It was absolutely unbelievable. Tammy showing way more attacking than Watkins has all season. Yeah,
Tim, you're my new best friend. You are, Tim. Come on.
Yeah, good old Timmy Biddle.
Timmy Biddle.
Tammy's little layups were good too. Good link-up play. I thought his I thought some of his link-up playing, his kind of hold-up playing, his linking other players as he came deep, I think was good. This one, I tell you what, I actually thought Sancho looked really good when he came on.
Yeah.
I thought he was really direct. I thought he was lively. He was linking up with Maatsen on the left hand side. He was doing all sorts. I was like, you know what?
I was surprised he didn't start, mate. I was surprised Sancho didn't start today. Maybe he's just, I guess, resting him for the games coming up. But you know, all little positives. Like I say, I'm coming away from the game thinking, okay, no one's injured. I don't think Brendan did go down holding his hammy towards the end. Right, like stoppage time as we were leaving, he was down and holding his hammy, but he went off and came back on. So hopefully he's okay. And now we go. You know, we've got more or less a week's rest now until we have to face Leeds, right? So everyone can get fresh and recuperated. And 3 o'clock kickoff, Villa Park Saturday. It's a must-win game. It's an absolute must-win game. I expect us to come out the blocks absolutely flying against them. Like I really do. And if we win that, we're right back on track. Keep the faith, villains. Like today, disappointing to lose. You know, it's against the red card ruined the game. I genuinely believe if we'd have stayed 11v11, mate, we'd have won that game.
Yeah,
I really do, because Newcastle were
the first half. We were in complete control. Control of that game.
Control.
Literally, that brain fart happened, and it was just like, what on earth? This has just completely changed the game. Right on the edge of half time.
Wait, quick question. Man. Do you reckon is Bizzo trying to force a move? Is he speaking to Emmy? Do you know what I mean? Emmy, what did you do to kind of get moved to Man United? Oh, just get sent off in a really important game. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just do what I did, mate. Just do what I did. Yeah. It's fine. So I think Carl's here, Bogard did well. He did, other than one of the worst passes I think I've seen.
Is that for the third goal?
Yeah. What?
Right.
I was literally...
Mate, the frustrating thing about that, he did so well in the initial getting the ball back, right? Yeah. And then he just played... Oh, it was so stupid.
What's that pass? And then Buendia puts a tackle in towards his own goal, and then Torres goes to try and block it, and he actually kicks it at Voltamont. It's just... calamity,
it was another calamity goal. It's interesting you should say that, Cole, about Bogard did well, because in the Holt Hub group chat, lots of people saying he's hit the ceiling and he's not good enough. How can
you say that when he's like, what is he, 19, 20?
Right, yeah, it's a bit older than that, 20, whatever. He's still young.
He's still young, is what I mean. How can you hit a ceiling? You're like 21, 22.
Well, not a ceiling in terms of that he's not better than the players that he's filling in for, and so will he ever be? I don't know. I think he's a good squad player.
He's not a right back. We're playing him a right. He's so much better in that holding mid role.
Mate, part of me today would have liked to have seen just, I don't know, maybe Lindelof played right back, played Konza right with Torres, and push Bogard into that holding right, and rest Nana. Now Nana had a good game as well today, to be fair, right? But he's going to be so pivotal for us going forward that we cannot afford to get him injured. And so I would have rested him today. But, it's all ifs, buts and maybes. Fact of the matter is we've lost 3-1. It was inevitable in the second half. They were just kind of on top of us and it was going to come. First goal was a lucky deflection. Once the first goal goes in for Newcastle, we were never coming back. We had a couple of moments where we did break away and had a couple of set pieces that almost, but not nearly, we didn't test Ramsdale at all in the second half. So,
second half was really difficult. It was basically just backs to the wall, try and catch them on the counter. I think that's why it was a shame with the timing of the second goal, because literally Sancho and Maatsen were just coming on. I think it was going to be that counter attack type play, and then they scored the goal, and that made it really, really difficult because that meant that Newcastle could sit a bit if they wanted to.
Yeah, mate, and they had pace to burn it. Though they brought Alanga and Anthony Gordon on, and you go, I was like, fuck's sake, this is it's over because we just haven't got. And they, to be fair, like I say, to be fair to Newcastle, they moved us left to right, right to left numerous times, and we just they had an overload every time, and it was just inevitable that they were going to score. The second goal was just that, really. Do you think this will be doing last season?
Karen, do you think it'll be last season? I think
got a sneaky feeling.
Well, I feel like he's been on the not the chopping block, but he's been subject to speculation and stuff about him leaving every summer for the last 2 years, for like last 2 or 3 seasons. Mainly because of his high salary, and also the fact we have got Maatsen.
Is he still got a high salary? Because he took a pay cut right in the summer.
He took a pay cut. It'll still be high though, because I think before it was something crazy like 140, 150k a week or something. So I'm guessing he's taken a cut down to what 100, 110. So it's still high. It's not like it's for a. I mean, the thing is this is the difficulty, isn't it? We talk about like backup players. There's no such thing as backup players. They're rotated. They're rotated players, and they play in different games. So I don't think Unai Emery looks at it as like Maatsen is my number 1 and Digne is my number 2. I think it's very much depending on who we're playing and how he wants to play. So I think that to have a player that's rotating like that, potentially, is it aging? I can't remember how old he is now.
Sob on the Holt. I've got someone just put a comment on TikTok. Sob on the Holt.
Sob on the Not quite the same ring to it, but fair play. Okay, well done. Good. Yeah, you've thought about that one. Well done.
So someone also saying that because we just said it was inevitable that we were going to lose. That it was inevitably a way Brentford played. And to be fair, I did say at half time we need to do a Brentford. We need to be compact and keep it there. But unfortunately, the squad that we put out today, we're not disciplined enough. I think Emery we almost went for it too much in the second half, like looking to play counter-attack rather than just basically keep 2 banks of 4 in and around the edge of the area. We allowed ourselves to be moved around, and so it was inevitable for me because we didn't have the team that could do what Brentford did against us. We're not that team, are we? We're not.
No, I was about to say just before we move on, I think Weston says he thinks he's on about 115k a week, which is
fucking hell.
Yeah, that is high, right? So
mate, that sounds like you're on 115. Can you get down to 114.99? Do you know what I mean? What the fuck? Taking a pound off you.
The thing, it's we're not that strong, solid defensive team. Like at that point, I mean, potentially, if we wanted to do that, you would have potentially put Mings on because you would have just gone right. Let's be really tight. Let's dominate everything in the air, which Anana, by the way, was doing really well with. And we don't need Powell because we're not looking to try and play through the lines. It's not what we're doing here. So you arguably do that, but that's just not Emery's way.
Mate, I'm convinced that at half time we just said, look, go out and try and win the game.
Yeah,
if you don't,
just keep going.
It wasn't. It's not one of those bats to the wall. Let's try and win the game, and keep it tight and see if we can get a counter and get to penalties. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't playing for that. And if I'm honest, I don't blame him. Like I've got a lot of stick this week in terms of saying that we should just forget the FA Cup. Mainly on TikTok, going, no, it's a trophy. Like it's got to, he went full. Otherwise, what was it? Someone commented that the Kamara's injuries will be for nothing. Why go? Fucking hell. got a ghost in my bedroom. Mate, something just dropped off there. I don't know what the fuck that was, but it scared the shit out of me. Anyway, right. What was I saying?
Shit, I can't remember because Rich messaged me at the same time. So I was just gonna say, because on the thumbnail I did say that we were gonna have a special guest, which was going to be a couple of guys from the Villa Park podcast.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Sam was going to try and make it, but he's, I think, doing baby stuff. And then Rich, he said he's actually out now, so he's not going to be able to join, unfortunately. But we want to give them, we want to give them guys all our support, because at the moment they're going through a rough ride with their channel, trying to get it back. They're still in talks with Google about whether they can get it back. So I will change the thumbnail. So apologies if you have joined thinking that they're going to be here. Unfortunately, they're not. So it's just me and Gary.
And if you don't know the story of that, guys, basically they had their Google account hacked and their channel deleted. They were on 8,000 subscribers, I think.
On the way to 10. Yeah.
It might be a case they have to start again. If they do, make sure you just go back and show them some love and subscribe to their channel. And I think they're still on TikTok, so you can go over on TikTok and maybe hit a follow on then, just to let them know that you're thinking about them, because it sounds really harsh what's happened. I mean, those of you that have got YouTube channels, you know how much of a fucking slog it is to get subscribers and build it up, and to get to that point and have it deleted is absolutely devastating. So yeah, Rich, Sam, we're here for you, mate. If we can help in any way, we will. So
this is yes. Sorry, you were talking about this. You were talking about like the FA Cup and it not necessarily being like. But so good old Timmy Biddle, has just said. I agree with this. I was talking to Graham after the game, and I said that, and he said, "Oh, that's another chance for Cup gone." I said it wasn't our priority. However, being 1-0 up, looking comfortable in a game, approaching half time, it was a good chance. Like, it was a very good chance to go potentially into the next round. Like Wrexham and all these other and it's one of that Wrexham trip as well, mate. I swear, if Newcastle draw Wrexham, I'm going to be pissed. But like, it's just kind of this thing where. Yeah, we were. I think that's the problem. We were looking really good. We were looking very comfortable. The game was kind of ours to lose, and then that red card just.
Well, yeah. Look, I think it's positives that the first half that we, even with that team that we put out, we still look the better team. And the red cards.
Yeah. Now, I mean, Newcastle are a bit decimated.
They are. They're midfield similar to us, right? And we look. So our second string looked better than their second string, and actually, the red cards changed the game. Now, so. Yes, it's disappointing, but like I'm convinced, as I said earlier, if that had been 11v11 for 90 minutes, we would have won that game. We would have won it. And so what's reassuring is that Emery's not gone out to not try and win that game. He has. He's gone to try and win and get through, and that, you know, it's gone against us. But it's such a moment of fucking madness, and it's cost us the game. It's simple as.
I mean. Yeah, I don't think Emmy ever goes out with like a weakened. I think he always puts, because even look at that team, it's like it's strong enough. Like, it's got Rodgers in it. It's still got like Pau Torres. It's still got like Tammy Abraham, who isn't a downgrade on Watkins. You've still got Buendia. So all these players are in there. I'm like, that team's still good, which is why I've said about
getting a lot of sub on the Holt, mate. Let's just sub on the Holt.
Fuck off. Just turn off TikTok, mate. Just turn it off. Get off the bloody thing.
Mate, we're getting them to come over and subscribe. Come on, 18.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on.
Well, you're not going to get that if you're getting sub on the Holt. You're going to get a bloody Newcastle fans coming over here and subscribing.
Mate, they can come on and subscribe and just, it's fine. Sub on the Holt. Come on to YouTube and sub on the Holt. We'll do it. Sub on the Holt is on mine.
Get in the banter on the YouTube. Get in the banter. Interesting, James here saying, if Emmy does the same thing as Bizarre, does he get hammered about it? And also, Bailey should clear the ball. Yeah, Bailey didn't have a great game, did he, mate?
No.
Bailey, again, giving the ball away, running into players. Like, Bailey.
Mate, there was a couple of moments where he had a couple of decent turns, but again, no end product. I said because I was like, you're being harsh. And I was like, I'm not being harsh. The initial turn's great, right? That's expected, but it's all about the end product. Then you've got to produce something. You've got to win a corner, or create a chance, or score a goal. Or there's no point in doing little bits well and fucking up at the rest. And actually, for the goal, mate, the ball's terrible. It left us so. It's the only ball he shouldn't have played. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's Bizot's made the mistake, but ultimately that doesn't happen. And this is what pissed me off. Right, you're in stoppage time in the end of the first half, 30 seconds to go. Right, and Austin McFraud, what fucking set piece is that? What fucking set? Like you've scored a brilliant goal, but twice in the first half we have a corner that ends up in a fucking throw-in in our final third and a red card, mate. That I don't care what anyone says about Austin.
Is that the player's execution, or was it
fraud?
Was it the strategy of the set piece, or was it the execution was poor, or?
Well, whatever it is, mate, it's probably a little bit of both. But I hate that short corner routine. It fucks me off because 9 times out of 10 we lose the ball and it goes off. Just ping it into the box, right? We know we can score like that. You've got Tammy in there, you had Onana in there, and we just fucking short cornering it to lose the ball and ultimately cost us the game. Like so, we've as much as McPhee's had some magical moments with set pieces, and we have done some good ones. Like sometimes the execution of them are so poor, and it just all. I mean, it feels like I'm saying it every game that we're conceding something from our set piece, and that's just stupid, right? So there you go.
That's the thing. It's not necessarily concede. It's just like you said, conceding an attack or a shot, or it's going up the other end, getting a corner, or something happening.
Newcastle fans are coming at me. Fuck you, Newcastle fans. Where are you in the league?
Yeah, good luck with Europe.
Yeah, good luck in Europe. Enjoy your FA Cup run. You'll lose to Man City in the next round. Fucking.
Here we go. Interesting. So James actually sits nearby where the dugout is, and he said Austin told Bailey to put the ball in the box, and Bailey chose different.
Well, then fucking Bailey's as much as a waste of space as he was when the first time we had him. Then what a fucking knob, right? Look, I want him to do well, Bailey. I do, but he's had 3 or 4 games now where he's been pretty poor. You know, in terms of what he's offering.
I mean, I still say probably better than that's what he was offering, but
mate, it wouldn't take much because all he's got to do is not do this.
I mean, that bar was basically on the floor, pretty much dug into the ground.
Are we playing football?
Yeah, so Bailey's just come in, decided, understanding that we're playing football at least. You know, he kind of knows he's not the Nice.
I'm sure he'll come good, mate. Look. No, I'm not sure he'll come good, but he needs to. Look, we've got some massive games coming up now. Look, the good news is that we've got probably 2-3 weeks until McGinn's back. You know, hopefully, you know. So we've just
apparently, he might be back for Wolves. Is it Wolves or who's it? Or Chelsea? I think
Chelsea.
So he might be back
more
for
like Chelsea, mate. But even if he's just on the bench for Chelsea to then go to Old Trafford, we're going to need some fucking drive and desire. And then hopefully a couple of weeks after that, we'll have Tielemans back. You know, it's just these next 2 games for me are so.
These 2 games, mate. This FA Cup's actually annoying. This FA Cup's so annoying in the way. Yeah. It's like horrible. I'm just like, I don't want this fucking FA Cup. But yeah, Leeds is so big next week, mate. And actually, I don't. And it sounds weird. I don't like.
Leeds. Oh, fuck you off. Fucking
hate Leeds. I really hate Leeds. Sorry if anyone in the. Sorry if anyone in the comments.
We all like Leeds. We all like Leeds.
We all like Leeds. We all like Leeds. We all like. Anyway.
Right there. Someone on
TikTok. I forgot what I was going to say. Go on.
Mate, sorry. Someone on TikTok just said sub on the Holt, right? But they've spelled Holt HALT. Right. If you're going to insult me, at least.
Who goes there?
At least spell it correctly. Come on, people.
Mate, that's brilliant. The Leeds game. I don't like it. I think it's partly the fact that I can't stand Leeds. So I'm desperate to win it. Well, 2, they're on a bit of form. I
thought about this just before the Newcastle game because, to be honest, the Leeds game's been on my mind because I think I said on the last show that I expect them to play a low block, but I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to come out and have a go at us.
They're going to press, mate. They're going to press. Yeah. And that's what scares me. That's what scares me. I know if we beat... that's how you spell it. Good old Grant. Good old Grant Holt back in the day, isn't it? Like,
HOLT. HOLT. Oh, dear Lord. God bless you all and all the dear people.
Cash is back for Leeds as well. Tell you what, you forget how important Cash is. McGinn for Chelsea. Euro after the break. McGinn should be ready to start for United. Also think we beat Leeds, Chelsea, and Wolves draw to Man U. Wolves draw to Man U.
Come on, the Villa boys. Look,
mate,
I just think if we beat Leeds and Wolves, right, we go into them Chelsea Man United games just a little bit kind of more relaxed. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And you know, we can get a result at home. We know we can. I think we can beat Chelsea at home. It's just that trip to Man United where we fucking never win. So, you know, and I just think if they drop points and we win the next two games, then it's totally in our hands. With 5 points clear as it is, do you know what I mean? It could be, you know, 9 points clear? Yeah. 11 points clear if they drop points.
Man U have got Everton away on the Monday. Yeah. And then they've got Palace at home. I'd like to say they're going to beat. Like I said, they're going to beat Palace. I think Everton away, mate, it's a difficult game. That's a really difficult game.
Yeah.
And Chelsea have got Burnley at home, but then they've got Arsenal away.
Yeah.
And then obviously they've got us. So, and then they've got Newcastle. Oh, I tell you what, Chelsea have got a little bit of a tough run.
Yeah, Chelsea have got a tough run.
We can, if we win these two, I actually think, hearing it now, if we win these two games, I think we're going to be like, what is it? We're 5 points clear now, aren't we?
Yes.
From fourth.
Yeah.
I think if we win these two games, we'll be 8 points clear.
Come on, James. Yes. I love the positivity. Come on.
We're going
to fucking win the Europa League and we're going to finish third. Come on, Liverpool.
Yeah. I mean, I actually think we'll finish. I think we'll finish third or fourth. I don't think we'll drop down to fifth, if I'm honest. I think Liverpool.
I agree.
Are running on whatever weird fumes they're running on.
What's the score of the Liverpool game? They're playing Brighton now, aren't they?
I don't know. Someone tell us. Someone will tell us in the comments. I'm sure. I don't.
Let me know in the comments. What's the Liverpool score, please? Go now. Yeah. Let me know.
Yes, this is very true. Sub on the Holt doesn't mean anything, but sub on the time is a clever play on words. Pricked. It's very true. It's very true.
Night, mate. I love that.
It doesn't. It does. Yeah. If it's true, I was just like, well, that doesn't make sense. Whereas some of the time makes sense. Anyway. But yes, FA Cup, obviously we're out. League Cup, we're out. Europa League and Premier League are still very much on. We will see how we get on over the next couple of weeks and whether that kind of
it's going to be huge.
We're not in it. I mean, we're not out of the title race, but you know, it's the absolute like pipe dream at the moment, really. We are right on the edge of it. We're basically just we
just have to keep doing what we've been doing and winning games and going forward, and not, you know, we're in the conversation as long as we're
3-0 to Liverpool.
3-0 to Liverpool. Fair play. There you go. Thank you, people. 3-0 Liverpool. That's their only chance of silverware this year.
Battering Brighton, absolutely battering them. The only thing that worries me, I say it worries me, but it doesn't matter because it's only one position, is that Man U don't have anything but the Premier League. So in terms of they're just playing Saturday to Saturdays, basically. But it doesn't matter because we're third. So we need three teams to overtake us for us not to get the Champions League. 12 games to go. And if we win these two games, it's then 10 games to go.
That's it, right? Surely you start to get momentum and belief with 10 games to go.
Yeah, with 10 games to go, you're sitting there going, we've got to lose 4 of the 10. Yeah. Like, just don't lose 4. Like, don't. Just don't. Like, just draw 4. You know, whatever you want to do, don't lose 4. You'll be fine.
Mate, you know the final 2 games are going to be important. Don't you? Liverpool and Man City, they're going to come down to fucking something. You know, it's just, I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah. Oh God. If it comes to that, mate, if it comes to that City game and there's something riding on that for us, I tell you what, I don't want.
Imagine this.
I don't want it to be that we need something, a draw or anything, to get Champions League, and City need to win it to get the league or something. If it's
that's exactly what it's going to be. I was just going to say,
no,
mate, what a game! City need to win the league, and we need to win to get Champions League.
No, I don't like that at all. Horrible.
It's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible.
Mate,
hopefully that won't be the case.
I was just thinking, by the way, actually, because I was. So what I was going to say was actually, I don't like the fact that with Leeds next week, I actually don't like the fact we haven't got a midweek game next week because we just don't look sharp after we don't have when we've had that 7-8 day
Yeah,
break.
it's true. I think
we just
was it Matty Cash who said that we've got so used to playing 2 games a week that actually it's the norm. And
I think it was in the Conference League season. Actually,
it was.
How you're handling it, and he said, "Oh, I feel sharper for having that extra game in midweek. I feel like I'm like a little bit sharper." So yeah, I don't like the fact that we haven't got that, and then we're going to be up against an energetic Leeds. I just feel like sometimes we're a little bit lethargic. We don't come out of the and it just scares me, mate. I think it's just partly
mate,
like I said,
I'm reassured, mate, that because actually today we did come out. I thought we played well first half. I think we were the most likely. So I think what Unai's got to work on this week is getting them up for this game and how important it is. I mean, they know, but what I want about is like literally to come out of the blocks absolutely flying and brush Leeds aside, because as good as Leeds have been recently, they are still down the bottom of the table. Could be dragged into a relegation fight. So we've got nothing to fear really. Like this is the focus now with the FA Cup gone. Like this is the business end of the season. This is where the shit gets real. Right, let's step up and fucking show the league that we're serious about finishing as high as we possibly can.
Yeah. But this is interesting if it's true. James said they were apparently playing a behind closed doors friendly at Villa Park on Wednesday against a Premier League team.
Oh, that's interesting.
I mean, that if that's true, that could be to do with this whole thing of we usually sharp
it could be
after having a midweek game. So maybe they're trying to kind of artificially, not artificially.
Just no fucking injuries. Can we have non-contact friendly, please?
Yeah, just play with. Can we play? Remember when you used to play tag and you had like the little thing hanging up here, and you just all run like in rugby, and you just like get. Oh yes,
I've got the
ball. Thank you.
My ball now. My ball. Give it me. Yeah, no contact, please. No
either that
no
or
injuries.
can everyone please wear shin pads and not run around with your socks down too low. That would be lovely.
It's all about the shin pads. The shinies.
I think everyone in the comments sounds a lot more confident than we are here. They're all saying, I think Champions League will be done before the final 2 games.
Yeah.
With the injuries, I'll come back to this one actually. I think we'll be comfortably in the top 5 by the time we play Man City in the last game.
Okay.
Plus we have the Europa League. We'll be fine.
Western agreed.
This one's interesting. With the injuries we have to start maintaining the gap to 4th rather than hoping we can close the gap on top 2. Just going to say, Carl, kind of the same thing, right? Because if you're looking to try and close that gap on the top 2, you're going to maintain or extend that gap behind you. So at the end of the day, we're not going to do anything differently by looking behind us as looking ahead.
Yeah.
If we close the gap on the top 2,
beat us with 10 men. Yeah. Look.
If we close the gap on the top 2, we're doing something right. And we're probably extending that gap behind us.
Yeah,
that's the way I look at it. I like to look up rather than the minute you start. It's like I've said it before. It's like when you're climbing a wall or something. The second you look back and look down, you're done. Whereas if you're looking up all the time, you're just going to keep going towards your goal.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah, we just got to keep going forward, mate. Look, if you think about the games we've lost in the last few weeks, they've been blips rather than moments of thing. We are a good side. Like we played some lovely football tonight as well in the first half. Like we played some lovely football against Brighton. We played some lovely football against Bournemouth. Right, we lost against Brentford, which we shouldn't have. Right, but it was one of those days almost. Like we battered them for. Like, they just defended really well. Something we couldn't do tonight, mainly because of the personnel we had on the pitch. If I'm honest. And then at the Everton, it's a freak goal. Like it's mistakes, and that happens, right? Because they're humans and they're not robots. But it's not as if we're suddenly in this horrible run of form. We've now beat Brighton, right? We've lost in the FA Cup. We go and beat Leeds and Wolves, mate. It's fucking game on. Like the season is well and truly kind of on.
Yeah, no, I agree. By the way, I'm so happy. I was looking at because obviously Forest, they're in the playoffs, aren't they? In the Europa League, they've got Fenerbahce next week, and then they got them the week after as well. With good old Vitor Pereira in charge as well. That's going to be interesting to see how they go with their 4th manager of the season.
Madness, mate. Absolute madness.
Anyway, so I think we're going to wrap it up there. I think obviously we'll be back on Monday for our weekly thoughts, our usual podcast. So please do join us for that. If you are new here, please do subscribe, like it, give those thumbs up and stuff. And
we're on the road
obviously
to 2,000 people. 2,000.
Yeah, we're on the road to 2,000. We are now on, Gary. Let me just refresh.
Go on.
1805. We are at 1805, mate.
You beautiful people. That is what I'm talking about. Come on. We love you all.
As my son would do. Here you go. You'd be doing that. He also does this.
Is that how you got married, mate?
He sees birds, though, goes. So it's yeah, no, I don't know. It's the same thing.
Teaching the James Clifton ways of flirting there.
Yeah. Just like doing some kind of weird like native Indian.
How could Jess say no, mate?
Oh God. Anyway, brilliant. Well, thank you everyone for joining us live. It's as always, we actually really enjoy doing these lives. It's just difficult sometimes with like timings and stuff and trying to catch you guys when you're all online as well. Sometimes we've done these before. There's been like three people. Yeah. That could be a bit lonely, not gonna lie. Yeah. But anyway, Gaz, do you want to give us your final thoughts, then sing us out, mate?
Yeah, mate. Final thoughts is, look, I think today was just a moment of madness that cost us the game. First half was really encouraging. I thought we were excellent. But fair play to Newcastle. They absolutely played a blinder in the second half in terms of moving us around. The referee was awful. You know, I can understand Newcastle's frustration at that because they should have had a penalty. Our goal was offside. So, you know, and the balance of play, maybe, you know, Newcastle deserve it with the way it worked out. But I'm convinced that if we'd have had 11 men for the entire game, we would have won the game. I think now we can just let it go, focus on the Europa League, focus on the league position. And this is going to be a magical season. I've got a great feeling about it. There's something about the team, but I still felt a buzz. And most importantly today, everyone take a bow because the atmosphere at Villa Park was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. It was, you know, Ava and I was singing our hearts out and it just kept going and going even when we were losing. So, yeah, I'm hopeful, mate. Let's bring it on the next one. Leeds, 3:00 next Saturday. We'll see you at Villa Park.
I'm hoping it carries it into Leeds because the Brighton one was a decent atmosphere. It seems like these night games, you know, we're more up for it.
Well, I think everyone has a few more beers and just wants to sing. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, every week we follow. No, it's brilliant. I love it. And I love hearing that being belted out of Villa Park. So that leaves me over to do one thing, mate. We'll see you next time. And as always, every week we follow the boys in Claret and Blue. Peace, people. Till next time.